from group 3 and we will explain about our homework, which is the title is How the Water Cycle Works. So I'm as the moderator and I'm not alone here, and this is my partner. I'm Arifa.
I'm digo
And I am Azandra Bakti.
So the first reading is bakti.
Student text analysis. Social function. What is the purpose of this explanation text? The purpose of this text is to explain the vital role and ongoing process of the water cycle, emphasizing how this natural system sustainably maintains their water supply, support all life, and influence climate, served by underscoring its fundamental importance to us. What kind of audience might benefit from reading this? This text would benefit audiences who want to understand natural circumstances in a clear and structured way. It is actually useful for student learning about science, geography, or environmental studies, as it explains both the stage and the importance of the cycle.
Number 2 is generic structure. Paragraph 1. General statement or opening phenomenon. Introduce water as an essential resource limited in supply and explain the sustainable process called the water cycle or hydrological cycle. Paragraph 2 until 5. Sequence explanation. Paragraph 2. Evaporation, transpiration, and evapotranspiration. Paragraph 3. Condensation and precipitation. Paragraph 4. Surface runoff and groundwater reserve. Paragraph 5. Physical and chemical change regulation of climate modification. Paragraph 6. Concluding statement or reinforcement. Reaffirm that the water cycle is essential, ensure water conservation, support life, and helps human manage usage.
Number 3, related features, general nouns, things or concept, representation, superfluous, water, reserve, atmosphere, and water vapor. Absurd nouns, areas or process, evaporation, condensation, regulation, distribution, and purification. Passive voice is referred to as evapotranspiration. Caused by is absorbed by the rest. Technical terms: evaporation, transpiration, condensation, precipitation, evapotranspiration, groundwater reserve. Cause-effect connectors, because as a result, therefore causing, leading to. Present tense verb: occurs, begins, cause, flows, regulated, supports, and time or logical connectors: once, when, during, eventually, over time, together, and after. And for the last one is explanation of lines. So for the first is this a how or why question? The answer is how, because it's explained about the water cycle works step by step. Number 2, do you know your target audience? Have you described what are going to explain? So the answer is, in this explanation text about a water cycle, the target audience is readers who want to learn about natural process, especially for anyone who is interested in science and the environment. The opening paragraph introduces water as one of Earth's most essential natural resources, mentions that fresh water is limited, and then states that the water cycle or hydrological cycle is the process that maintains water availability. This acts as the general statement that prepares the reader for the detailed explanation that follows. Number 3, have you used connectives and conjunctions? Have you used action verbs? Have you used adverbial rest of time? Have you used adverbial phrase telling how something happens? Have you used technical words? Are your paragraph clearly organized? So the answer is first, yes. I have used connectives and conjunctions, such as after to link ideas and sound sequence of cause and effect. I also use actions verbs such as begins, occurs, warms, change, and release. Then adverbial phrase of time like over time, after, and throughout. In addition, there are adverbial phrases telling how something happens, like in liquid to gaseous state and throughout small forms. I have used technical words like atmosphere. The text is clearly organized, beginning with a general introduction to water and its importance, moving through a step-by-step explanation of the water cycle, and ending with a conclusion that emphasizes why the process is essential for life on Earth. Number 4. Does this statement finish of the explanation? The answer is yes. The final statement in the text, without the water cycle or planet would become uninhabitable in a relatively short period of time. Thus finish of the explanation. Number 5. Is it carefully labeled? Does it add additional information to the explanation? The answer is it's not carefully labeled, but it does add additional information to the explanation. For example, it doesn't just describe the steps of the water cycle, but also explain their importance, such as how evaporation cools the atmosphere, how condensation releases it, and how the cycle helps purify water naturally. It even connects the process to bigger ideas like climate regulation, weather patterns, and human survival, which encourages the explanation beyond this the basic stage. And the last one is, have you listed the source you use for this research? The answer is no. I haven't listed the source. This text presents the explanation directly without acknowledge reference.